ready.
Wally has played George Michael again on Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. Use the word jetapult. It's actually a word people don't realize. Hey, little curveball. Got my fingers on the seams right there. This is dog days of summer. Dog days of summer. What is this? Beat up Bulldog Johnny stole his belt and put it on. Roll call. A spidget. A spidget. Who's that, man?
No idea.
You
Bob
have no
Dylan?
idea?
Bob Dylan?
Oh my goodness.
No idea.
Hi, my, hey. That's no other than Neil Young, brother.
Oh, well, no wonder I didn't know who it was.
What are you talking about, man? Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our June 13th edition of Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. Of course, this is not Neil Armstrong, as everybody knows. Neil is on vacation down in Miami. I guess he's playing Miami Vice down there. Look at him right there. Neil and the family are down in Miami having a good time and all that. And I went outside the box and, of course, got our top guy in town, who is our sideline reporter for the Charles Henderson High School football games, Mr. James Sparrow. Welcome, James. Give you a little bell ring.
Oh, I get the bell.
I guess,
right.
First off, how's the Dodgers? Because I know you want a Dodger report.
Yeah, I do. They're okay. You know, it's not the All-Star break. You know, got Seager's hurt, Muncie's hurt, but we're going to be all right. It's just the All-Star break.
Just the All-Star break.
Yeah, we got to get to the All-Star break and we'll see how it goes.
All right, man.
So,
sounds good. But again, we want to welcome everybody to the show tonight. We got a lot to talk about. We got actually a lot of names
recognition
that we're going to be mentioning, because we got All-Star tournament. We had a few that played here in Troy this past week, and a lot of them are heading to good old Oxford, Alabama, but we're going to cover those and tell you who the coaches are and all that. And then we got, good gracious, we had Tip Collie Award announcements and all types of stuff. So we're gonna have a great show and also a real fun show. But before we do get started, James, I know you're on Facebook. Did you see all the little cartoon pictures of everybody?
Yeah, that's all it's about.
Did you see the one I did of me? And there's me. I look like something from the Flintstones on it.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Look at it. That was mine. What about Neil's?
Wow.
He looks like something from the Jetsons, don't it? Unbelievable. But anyway, everybody's been doing all that on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of it, yep.
So where's yours at? You didn't send me one? Oh, come on, man.
I didn't do one.
Well, I know Chuck's got one. I think
Chuck Dunn's got one?
Chuck and Ben's got one, I think. Unbelievable. But hey, you know, I get so tickled sometimes. James will text Neil and I, and he's like, "This is supposed to be a sports show," and we ran off on some other stuff. But I got to ask you one thing, brother. Guess what happened this past Tuesday in the world of science?
In the world of science?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Well, first off, name all the oceans in the world.
Well, I can do that. I have good geography.
Okay.
The Atlantic, Pacific, the Indian, and the Arctic Ocean. Those are the four.
Well, you know, there's a 5 now.
No, there's not.
There is a 5. Folks, they now have the Southern Ocean.
Is that just...
It's official. The Southern Ocean is in Antarctica. And, wow, man, I mean, it takes act of Congress when they debate, you know, like the planets, you know, Pluto's being a planet, hadn't been a planet. The same thing with the ocean. The oceanography people is always complaining, hey, the Antarctica Ocean needs to have an ocean, and they fought. Well, guess what? I think it won by 1 vote. So now we got 5 oceans.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Ms. Cosper, my science teacher, is going to tell you Pluto's a planet, and my high school geography teacher is going to say there's 4 oceans.
Oh, my goodness. Well, the Southern Ocean down around Antarctica. Unbelievable. Anyway, well, James, since you're the softball guru, what happened this past Monday against Florida State and Oklahoma? Because I didn't get to see it. So
well, you know, Oklahoma, by the way, is, you know, now the 2021 World Series champs in softball. They beat FSU in a 2 out of 3 matchup. They lost the first game, but I thought Oklahoma, all through the tournament, did the best job of adjusting to the pitchers and being able to get hits when they need to. They hands down were the best hitting team that was out there. But there were more stories there besides that. You had Alabama and Montana Faust throwing the perfect game.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you had James Madison, you had Ozzie Alexander, and, she just became a phenom and everything that she did. But, softball is booming. It's just such a great sport. It's a lot of fun. I know there's some baseball folks out there. They're like, softball, but it's a lot of fun. It's a very competitive sport. It's a lot of it, and I think the Alabama head coach made the comment: if an AD is not investing or marketing out their softball programs, they're really missing out. So.
I always wondered this, and this is a great talking point. Will you ever see, or will we see this in our lifetime, where there will be a professional softball league? Is it coming?
I don't. I mean, I would hope so. There is one. It's just they're not very. Nobody knows about it. You can Google it. It's out there. But Major League sports. Doesn't matter if they're male or female, are driven by marketing dollars. So if I'm a company and I'm going to invest $1 million in something, I'm going to invest that $1 million in something, and I'm going to get a return on my investment. And right now, that's not professional softball. If that base could ever get going, you could have something like that. But right now, I don't see that happening.
Yeah, because here in the South, I guess because we do have some real good softball teams.
Sure.
Even Auburn, they made a couple runs a couple years ago.
Right.
And Troy as well, winning their first sub-regional game this past season. So I'd like to see that one day where we will actually have a professional softball team, man. But I tell you, man, your daughter Hannah, she's
playing. She's playing right now.
Yep, she may
right
be
now.
a professional softball player.
Maybe one day she's going to have to make enough money to move out. She can't live at home.
You give him some free tickets.
Maybe so. We'll see. But that leads us into baseball. Baseball, the College World Series is going on right now. The Super Regionals. You got Vandy's punched their ticket. Stanford's punched their ticket. Tennessee just smoked the LSU. They punched their ticket, and there's several other little series that are going on right now. So, that's going to be fun to watch coming up.
Okay, I got to tell you this. Folks, you'll love this, and this is a great conversation we're about to have. Sometime during the week, James sent a screenshot of Coach Bianco from Ole Miss, which is a great coach down there. His son plays for LSU.
Center field, yep.
And the talk topic was, why didn't his dad recruit his son? So, give me some lowdown on this, because
you've coached rec ball. You've heard of daddy ball. That's a common thing. Well, Bianco wanted his boys to stand on their own 2 feet, and it would. He knew they were good enough to play at Ole Miss. Well, if they're good enough to play at Ole Miss, they can play anywhere. So, if there was no reason for them to go there. Go make your name, be who you want to be, and don't. Because if you play for me, there'll always be that stigma. Whether it's true or not, you'll always have that stigma of that's the coach's kid. So, he went and, LSU gave him a scholarship, and I think he hit a home run this week. And, of course, unfortunately, they're going home, so they aren't going to see each other in Omaha unless he buys a plane ticket.
Plane ticket to go. Well, who do you like right now?
Well, TD Ameritrade Park is a pitcher's park. And Vandy with Leiter and Kumar Rocker, they're number 4 and number 7 in the projected draft for this year. Pitchers, I know Arkansas hits it, NC State hits it, Tennessee hits it, but it's a pitcher's park.
Now the Rocker, who you just mentioned, isn't that Tracy Rocker?
Tracy Rocker's son. Yeah,
he's like 6'5",
6'4", 260 on the mound. It's unbelievable.
Is he a lefty?
No, he's a righty. They're both righties, but it's coming in there, so
I'm telling
it's impressive.
You what, man. Good gracious. Unbelievable. So, I guess the cool story, what is your take on the new college 12-team playoff system?
Oh, football?
Oh, yeah. Let's turn the key to football now. Ooh, This is going to be interesting now.
I think 12's too much.
What?
I think 12's too much.
12's
You're
too
at 4.
much.
Why are you going to go, 3 times? Just double it, I think that's too many more games for college football.
Well, the talking heads, from what I heard this week, was that the first 4 are going to have a bye. Okay?
Well, now that's a competitive advantage.
Well, they get the bye, and then you're going to have teams 5 through 12 that are going to play. And then, I think it's a good idea. I really do. Because you've had so many teams that were just right there on that cutting edge, and they didn't get it, man.
Well, I understand that, but I think 12 is too much. I think if you're going to increase it, you go to 8. You knock off one of your non-conference games, and now you have the same number of games in the season. But that's nobody ever asked me in the NCAA.
Well, cause you think about it. Say Alabama, and let me throw this scenario out there. Alabama during the regular season plays Georgia. Okay, we play Georgia, Alabama. Then the SEC championship game, they play again. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, say Georgia loses both those games, and they still make part of that top 12 team.
Mm-hmm.
There's a scenario where Alabama will play them a third time.
And nobody wants to see that. That's what I'm saying. That's too many games. That's too many teams. Nobody wants to see them play 3 times.
Unbelievable.
So that's the way I look at it.
But it's, I tell you this much. I think with that 12 team, you're going to have a couple Sunbelt teams pushing to try to get in there.
That'd be your UCF, or was it UCF you were pushing a couple years ago, or USF you were pushing a couple years ago? That could be a team like that. Yeah, absolutely.
So, I like the idea just because some of your other conferences that never get that opportunity, hey, this time, wow, they're going to be able to do it. Now, from what I gather, James, if they do pass this year, it's not going to really take effect until 2025. So we still got a couple more years where you're going to see Alabama and Clemson and Ohio State probably going to still be in those top tier things. And does everybody want to see that? No, I don't think so.
Well, but until somebody starts getting a handle on the recruiting and beats them in recruiting, that's what you're going to see. I mean, those teams do the best job of recruiting and get the best players, and then their player development is, in my opinion, well above everybody else.
Heck, Neal and I last week on this show talked about in depth about how I think your recruiting is going to really change the next couple of years, where your coaches like Nick Saban and stuff, I don't think they're going to put a lot of stock in looking at high school kids. They're going after the ones that are going to get in that transfer portal.
Yeah.
Because you got them that one time. Boom. Yeah. Put all your effort in your eggs in your basket on James Sparrow that's now at Texas. Mm-hmm. Because I'm not going to waste all my time and energy getting Bama when he don't get to play and then James goes to Arkansas.
Right. Yeah.
So it's going to be that way. But anyway, you're going to see a lot of things change over the next couple of years, I think, with college sports and stuff, with this transfer portal. And I don't know how you feel about how all that takes place. And
I saw a pretty good little meme the other day where there was a guy that was number 3 at the quarterback, and he says, I'm going to enter transfer portal. And then the next picture showed a little cartoon line of a bunch of people. And I went from number 3 to number 1,305.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
I don't particularly like the one-time exemption rule that they gave. No, I don't like that.
Unbelievable. Well, again, tonight we just going to have a good time. I mean, I know Neal's, like I say, he's going on vacation and stuff. Mm-hmm. Neal may even call in the show. You never know about Neal calling in the show. But,
tell us what we're doing wrong.
Yeah, exactly. But we're going to make it all happen tonight. And I know we're up against our first break, so y'all don't turn that dial because, like I said, we got a lot of sports to talk about and mention a lot of names, a lot of these kids' names that enjoy mentioning, and we even got to say Marco's Pizza Player of the Week, so you got to stay tuned for that. So watch this commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, have you seen Mr. Wally?
Is this him over here? He's been sleeping here every night for the past week.
Oh, my God. Wally, wake up, man. Wally, what are you doing asleep at Mr. Mattress?
Oh, man, these beds are so comfortable with Mr. Mattress.
My gosh, Wally, you can't be sleeping up here. Y'all even know how you got in here?
No idea.
They got Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, Nectar, Troy, Enterprise, Montgomery. Come see the dream team and Mr. Mattress. Wally, we got a show to do. Come on, get up, man. Get up.
Man.
Here, man.
Well, I'm up here at Bill Jackson. I'm about to break in this Raptor out here and go take it for a test drive, bro.
Hey, you want to break in? Why don't you just ask them for a test drive? They're nice. They're up here. Bill Jackson Ford, Bill Jackson Chip. Hey, Bill Jackson's got both sides of 231 covered, man. F-150s, Mustang GTs, Chevy Tahoes, Cadillacs, GMC trucks, you name it.
Come to Bill Jackson Auto for all your auto needs. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Neal, my air conditioner went out last night, and I'll tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
Look, Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson, Wally.
Hey, Neal, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling.
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video, and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
Wally, what in the world are you doing up under this mobile home in the hitch of the truck?
Neal, I just bought a brand new mobile home from Smith Manufacturing, baby.
Well, if you bought it from Smith Manufacturing Mobile Homes, they set it up for free for you. They deliver it, set it up. They even hook up the AC and include the dirt work. 566-3883. You serious, Clark? I'm serious, Clark. Double wides, single wides, sheetrock housing. Come see them at Smith Manufacturing Mobile Homes. Come on, man. Get up from there. Come on. Wally, what are you doing in the cornfield, man?
Get some corn, dude.
Corn? Yeah. You can't get people's corn. That's against the law. Why don't you go to Piggly Wiggly on 231 on Greenock, where it's fresh produce? Come on, man. Now, isn't this better? Air conditioning. Look at all this produce, man. Here we are at Piggly Wiggly on 231. Also, best butcher in Pike County, Reader's Choice 2020.
Dadgummit. Man.
What's going on, Wally? What's wrong with that thing?
Oh, Neal, Dad, my gum, man. I can't cut grass. I can't have nothing anymore.
Is it broke? I mean,
I don't know.
What
I
chopped it all up over there.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. What I should have done was call Blake Turner with Turner Mowing at
Should've
334-465-0600, and I wouldn't be in this predicament
Look
right
at
here.
this. Best rates in town. Call Blake Turner. He'll give you a low quote. He'll give you the best.
Sound like Pink Floyd, man.
Pink Floyd? No, man. This is a great song to play when somebody hits a home run at a high school baseball game.
Oh, man, that's Prince.
No,
Oh, that's the Gap
the
Band.
Gap Band
Yes, sir.
dropped
man.
the bomb on me. Like I said, it's a great one to play when a
Better
kid hits a
cut
home
it off.
run.
They're going to drop the bomb on
I
us.
know,
with that
and
20
we're not on the
delay.
rights to this music. That's what
Oh,
I keep
yeah.
seeing on Facebook
Oh,
all the
Gap
time.
Band,
too.
man. Well,
Yeah.
James, pull one out.
I pull,
on it, man.
yeah.
There you go.
Like I say.
Well,
I
what-
didn't get to hit it very often at Charles Henderson this year, but
Oh, you
we
did?
did have a few. Daryl Lee hit a few. Ben Reeves hit a few. I played it.
Yeah, all right. Well, welcome back to the show. This is the part of the show that we do kind of our Facebook funny. So, Dave, Nate, show us what we got there. I can tolerate most people this long. Don't understand.
That's a lucky strike.
Lucky strike. Okay.
I don't know what that is.
I don't understand that one. Daddy, the
Trees.
trees food. Of course, that's how we get nuts. That's good. I bet it's being the best thing.
Sliced bread.
Sliced bread. I love that.
That's a good one.
ZZ style.
ZZ.
That's him, baby.
Yeah.
That's him. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, those Facebook funnies, man. Sometimes Neal and them, they'll throw some that I've never seen. It just tickles me all get out. Well, hey, let's talk a little bit about some baseball and some other sports that's been going around in the Southeast. So we're going to turn our attention all the way down to the Wiregrass to Dothan, Alabama, where we wanted to mention that hundreds of athletes of all ages marched in this past Friday night during the opening ceremonies at the famous National Peanut Festival Fairgrounds with 20-plus games, Olympic-style sports held throughout the Wiregrass. And they did that Saturday, and with a few concluding today. They welcomed a huge return to the Wiregrass for the 38th Alabama State Games, which were held in Dothan from 2015 through 2017, and then scheduled to return here a year ago before COVID-19 caused all the cancellation. Yeah. And I enjoyed talking about this type of an event because Noah, my oldest son, along with Frank Scarborough and Dr. Steve Barron, which is one of our sponsors, they coached a team, and we won the state game.
Remember that.
So you remember that?
I do.
Now, I'll never forget, as long as I live, we finished that game like 2 a.m. in the morning. I remember the sprinklers coming on at 2 a.m. in the morning. It was crazy, but we did finish and won that. A lot of great memories, and I appreciate the Dothan and Wiregrass area continuing doing those Olympic-style games for our youth in Alabama.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
All right. Well, what about some high school football?
Yeah, we'll shift over that a little bit. We got some little coaching news. Dale County High School names Luke Tucker as a new football coach. He's a former Alabama QB who was MVP for the state championship game, and his son, one of the most states winningest coaches, has been tabbed the new coach. He replaces Don Moore, who went to Goshen. He has been an assistant coach for 14 years. Also in football, Troy University put on the 7-on-7 camp this weekend, and a lot of schools were there, including the two local ones, Charles Henderson and Pike Lib. Now, neither team won or fared well as far as the score is concerned, but I've heard very good reports that both teams did very well. Charles Henderson went 0-3, but they lost to Jackson, Thompson, and Spanish Fort. Very high division, but Thompson's probably the 7A state champion, if I'm not sure this year, if I'm not wrong this year. And they're stacked. And Pike Lib also played Jeff Davis out of Montgomery, Autauga Academy, and Mosley from Panama City. So again, playing higher level competition, and that's how you get better. You know, that's how you're going to do it. So unfortunately, they didn't win, but it's good to get out and get those reps, and those skill position guys get to work. And so I think it was a real big success. Staying with kind of sort of football, Charles Henderson cheerleaders.
Oh, yeah.
Charles Henderson cheerleaders this week, they went to the UCA camp at Auburn University. They placed first in cheer and game day and second in dance in the large varsity division. So congratulations to the Charles Henderson cheerleaders. Coach,
there they are right there.
Coach Weeks is, look at them, there's like 30 of them. It's huge.
Gracious.
That's neat. I don't know, they line up at the track. Is the track thing long enough at the football?
I know.
It's a lot of girls right there, or a lot of people. I say we got 2 guys on the team. So congratulations to them. That's a great job.
Exactly.
Great job.
Exactly. And I tell you what, going back to 7-on-7, we also, I know Ben Dunn told us that Benton, they went to Tuscaloosa, kind of like a 7-on-7, which
basketball.
Was it basketball?
It was basketball. It was basketball.
But they got a few lineman type camps that's been going on. I know Auburn had one. Of course, Tuscaloosa. That's why I thought Benton was there, but it wasn't. It was basketball. Yeah. But man, you talk about. I look back, James. You probably remember this too when you played back in the days. We didn't have a lot of these camps back then. I mean, you did.
You did 2 a days.
Yeah, you did a 2 a days. Exactly.
Did 2 a day.
So all these 7-on-7 camps, man, it just helps these skilled players. And something that started off real small, probably 15 years ago now, is just, good gracious, it's a mega event. Yeah. Big type mega event. Correct. And also talking about some high school baseball, Phil Anderson has been named Eufaula's new head baseball coach. Anderson takes over the baseball program that finished 21-10 record, man. Good gracious. That's a pretty astonishing record there. Yeah. And, Eufaula's always had a great baseball program. Can't wait to see what Coach Anderson.
We're going to stay with baseball, and the Troy Messenger. Let's just back that up. The Troy Messenger and Alabama Sports Writer Association came out with all their team names this year. So the Troy Messenger all-area team for this year was Walker Stallworth, who's at Pike Lib, Blake Soup, I hope I got that right, at Goshen, Javon Christians at Pike Lib, Press Jeffco at Pike Lib, Jeff Warks at Goshen, Nicholas Waters at Goshen, Levi Sykes at Pike Lib, Mays White at Pike Lib, Bailey Sparrows at Charles Henderson, Darrell Lees at Charles Henderson, Vince Seiler is at Pike County High School, and Scott Taylor Renfro is at Pike Lib, and the player of the year for the Messenger was Drew Nelson. The Messenger also came out with the softball all-area team. Allie Rushing, Dana Dawson, they both go to Pike Lib. Stella Gilworth, Mackenzie Kane, they go to Charles Henderson. Amber Kidd, if I'm not mistaken, is at Pike County High School. Amity White, Morgan Bundy, Grace Rushing all go to Pike Lib. Kylan Wilkerson, I believe goes to I think Goshen, and Gracie Wilkes goes to Goshen. Madison Stewart at Charles Henderson. Emily Bryan goes to Pite Lib. And the player of the year for the Messenger was Mackenzie Kane.
Mackenzie Kane.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations
Yep.
for all those players, both softball and baseball, that accomplished all that.
Yeah, well, that was the Messenger. Now, the
The
Alabama
Messenger.
sports writers, they came out with a lot. Now, I ain't going to go through all of them that was on there, but there were several in the area
You wanna
around
call
here
them
that
out?
I'm going to hit a couple in the area that were on it. You know, Parker Sessions was a 7A. He was on it at Enterprise. In 2A, first team, Nash Evans from Ayrton and Landon Thrash from Ayrton and Trevor Morris from GW Long was on it. Second team was Blaine McDaniel, Jackson Chansey, and Carson Dunlap from GW Long, and Landon Tyler was from Ayrton. Is there any wonder why those teams went deep in the playoffs?
Oh, my
I mean,
goodness,
you're
yeah.
going to see a trend here if we keep going, okay? And then 1A, Tucker Kilcrease was the first team, and he was also called named the hitter of the year.
Hitter of the year, I saw that, yes.
And then Jack Kennedy, also from Brantley, and then also from Brantley on the second team, Dalton Daniels and Carson Jones. So you see a trend right
Oh,
there.
yes.
All right, and then also on AISA side, first team was Mays White, who was named Player of the Year, and Drew Nelson was named Pitcher of the Year, and Levi Sykes made second team. And you wonder why they won a state championship.
Oh,
You know,
man,
it's-
good.
Yeah, I mean, it's
That's good stuff.
it's a lot. And then now on the softball side, I got to pull it up on my phone right here because, so I do know that. Here we go. In 5A, Mackenzie Kane was named first team, and Madison Stewart was on second team. Both of those are Charles Henderson. In 2A, Morgan Ferguson from GW Long was first team and pitcher of the year in 2A.
Wow.
Second team, Allie Whitehead, GW Long, and honorable mention McKenna Long from GW Long. And then in 1A, now there's a bunch of girls from Brantley right here, and there's a wonder why they won the 1A state championship. Kayla Navarre was named pitcher of the year and first team. Kaden Dunn was on first team and named hitter of the year. Ainsley Watts was also on first team. On second team, Campbell Hawthorne and Ellie Layton and Shiante Brantley were all on first team. And then the AISA, first team was Amity White and second team was Morgan Bundy. So, man, there's a lot of good ball players.
A lot of good
So,
ones
I
on
mean,
there.
around this area right here. It's fun to see them get those accolades.
All right. Well, thank you there, Ms. Sparrow. And I know we're up against our second break. So when we get back, we're going to talk about the Tip Collie Awards that are coming up. Some of my favorite awards from a special person that was a good friend of mine. So we'll be right back after these short messages.
Blake, where's your dad?
Made me come outside, the house flooded.
The house flooded. Are you kidding me? What in the world? What in the world, Wally? Man, 3 pipes busted, my house all flooded, Neal. You have got to be kidding, man. Why didn't you call Rand Anderson at Alabama Restoration, 371-5591? You wouldn't be wearing goggles and snorkels and slinging water out the front door? Unbelievable. Alabama Restoration, no disaster is too big. 371-5591. Give them a call today. We're out here at this lovely pond with the Alabama Real Estate Connection crew. They can hook you up all types of land, recreational sports, ponds, and everything. We're fishing to catch us a big old brim.
I got one, Wally.
Yeah, what if you want something other than just a fishing pond?
Well, if you're looking for hunting land, the Alabama Real Estate Connection will help you with all your hunting land needs too. Here are the agents right here. They'll hook you up with your hunting land.
Call us.
Make sure you contact the Alabama Real Estate Connection for all your real estate needs. Look at these fine agents right here. All your real estate needs. They can find anything for you, maybe even a Bigfoot. Bigfoot? What in the world, Wally? What is that?
Oh, dear, I didn't hit this buck down the road, buddy.
Where's your truck?
Oh, I totaled it.
What about the insurance?
I don't think I got a lick of
My
insurance.
gosh, if you got Crease Insurance, we're covered. We'll have to go there. Your truck a wreck?
It's totaled.
We're going to have to go to All-Star Collision to get it fixed. Come on, put the deer in. Here we are at All-Star Collision. These nice people will fix your vehicle, Wally, where you hit this deer.
Hey, you think they'll mount this bad boy for me?
Open up, bro. I don't know if they'll mount your deer, but we're going to give them a call. 334-808-8822. All-Star Collision. Man, hey, what are you not coming in to get some Crow's chicken and brundage?
I need some nugget sauce, man.
I'd like a nugget dinner with extra sauce and roll. Don't worry about him. He's got his name up in the door.
Fuller Classic, nugget dinner,
We're going to eat it here. Crow's and brundage.
frozen brundage.
3-2. Man, what kind of call is that? Are you kidding me? The ball bounced in front of the plate.
Hey, he's out of there, baby.
What in the world? You can't see nothing. I'm over here. I'm over here. What? The
Right
ball
down
bounced
the
in
middle.
front of the plate. Man, he needs to go to Troy Eye Care, 566-7172, and get those eyes checked immediately.
Oh man, what a nice day with the windows down.
Yeah, cruising right along, man. Just running around Troy.
Hey man, what's that smell?
What do you mean? That's Hook's Barbecue, man.
Oh, that's
Hooks.
Hook? Oh, I'm going to Hooks, brother.
Oh my God, hold on. Good Lord, what in the world? Good Lord, help us all. He about killed us. Good gracious. I gotta pay for my gas. Wally, what are you doing at the gas station?
Oh, gas station? What are you talking about? I'm going into Preston's, man. Right across the street from Walmart, inside of Flash Mart. Man, it's the best steak in Fort Alabama.
I heard it was the best steak.
Y'all come on in.
All
Oh,
right,
man, it's
man.
time for lunch.
Come to lunch.
Bob Seger.
Bob Seger.
I knew that one.
Got that one, man. There you go. And that's Main Street. And while we got a guest call on the phone, he's probably down on Main Street. Neil Armstrong. What's up, buddy?
How's everybody doing tonight? James, man, I just want to say thank you for stepping in and helping Wally tonight, man. You always do a good job. And I am in Doral, Florida, which is right beside Miami. It's a nicer part of Miami, Doral, Florida. And just on a little vacation. And James, I appreciate you stepping in. But I was watching the show on my iPad, and I heard y'all talking about the 12-team playoff and the significance of that. And I apologize for the background noise. I'm out by the resort pool here. By the way, an
Life's
iguana
tough.
just came up. And a huge iguana just came up by the pool a minute ago, which was crazy. But anyway, the 12-team playoff, guys, think about this comparison. Florida State was the 12th seed in the Women's College World Series. 12th seed. Guess who played for the national championship? Florida State.
Florida
That's
State.
the 12th seed. Now, compare that to football, it's a little different, but it can happen, guys. It can. And I like it because the TV revenues are going to go out the roof for those games. And I think it's a good deal, and I think it's going to happen within the next 2 or 3 years, just like the talk is saying. Don't y'all?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I mean, and I think it's a good thing. Now, James thought otherwise. He thought it was too many
I think
games.
they already complained about the number of games that they have. I think you're just. I think they're at unless they'll have to change, in my opinion. The coaches will want them to change, and the players will want them to change the number of games they play in a season. So
Yeah. Maybe they will get another open week.
right.
You know, they get one open week, and but Saban not wanting to play any more SEC games, so you know the coaches are probably against adding games, but they would only add games to the teams that keep playing.
Yeah.
And so that so you're looking at 12, you're looking at 6 teams playing an extra game, you're looking at 3 teams playing an extra game. So it's not like you're adding extra games to 124 teams. You know,
No.
the whole NCAA.
Yeah, I agree with that, but those teams are having to, to me, that's just what I've heard is the bad thing about it is having to play extra games. So
You know, Pro plays, 17 games?
That would be the drawback. You know, more turned ankles, more concussions, more freak injuries. Playing those 2 extra games, you're exactly right, James. That would put caution in the wind right there. But I believe the TV ratings are going to outweigh the cost of injuries and the extra games, and the coaches are not, it's going to happen. It's just going to happen.
Wow. Well,
But
I'm
man,
excited.
I tell you what, you guys, y'all got a great show going, James. Again, I appreciate you stepping in. Let me go rescue my family from this iguana.
I hear you.
Hey, now you're at the Del Boca Vista. Is that where you're at?
Phase 2, Wally.
Phase 2?
Yeah.
But don't get caught barefooted in the clubhouse.
Phase 2.
All right, well, folks, that's
Hey,
Neil
y'all have a
Armstrong.
great one, man. Thanks again, James. Talk to everybody later.
All right, see you, Neil. Having a good time now. He's getting attacked by an iguana.
I wanted to ask him, I watched the show on Facebook. I was curious what the number of views was because when I do the show, I hear the numbers really high, but when I watch it, it's like 7.
About 7.
So, but when I do the show, I think the number's higher.
Well, it's probably your group because you're only going to see who your group is
Oh, is that what it is?
on the
Okay.
thing there.
All right.
Well, hey, going back to some awards, a very special award ceremony that's going to take place. Now, we don't know if it's going to be by Zoom yet, but the Tip Collie annual awards are coming out, and they have listed the ones that are up for the Tip Collie Award. And for ones that didn't know who Tip Collie was, he was a physician here in Troy, Alabama for many, many years. He had a lot of grandsons. One of them was real good friends of mine, was William Johnston, Sam and Lawrence, which Miss Helen, that was Tip Collie, one of his daughters. But every year, James, they have the Tip Collie Award, and they give a lot of scholarship money for boy and girl. Now, I'm going to tell you now, when Noah was in the thing, Troy, if you got the scholarship and you went to Troy University, they matched it. That was pretty
Yeah,
pretty
that's
good.
nice.
Pretty good. But anyway, those awards ceremony is going to be coming up pretty soon. And I was going to name some of the award participants. And the first one is Talia Boyd, which is a graduate from Pike County High School. Bailey Sparrow, you know him?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of him.
Bailey Sparrow, which is James' son. He's a 2021 graduate from Charles Henderson High School. Morgan Bundy, she's a graduate of Pike Liberal Arts School. And Max Copeland, Marks Copeland, is a graduate from Pike Liberal Arts. And who else do you have on there, James?
Atlee Elin from Pike Lib, Addie Garrett, also from Pike Liberal Arts, Tiffany Johnson from Pike Liberal Arts, Tyrese Johnson from Pike County High School, Anna Price from Pike County High School, Grace Qualls from Goshen High School, Scott Taylor Renfro from Pike Liberal Arts, Grace Rushing from Pike Liberal Arts, John Baxley Sanders and Ashton Shaver, both from Charles Henderson, Will Snyder from Goshen, and Walker Stallworth from Pike Liberal Arts. All of those are the finalists for the Tip Collie scholarship this year.
Oh, man. And again, they have always done such a great job with this ceremony. It's always a first-class meal. They've done it at the Adams Center. I think the last about 5 years they've done it out at the Sportsplex. But a great.
Now this is awarded to Christian scholar athletes.
Exactly. That's correct.
I want to make sure everybody that doesn't know why we're talking about it on a sports show that it is actually supposed to be athletes.
Yeah, and it's athletics, and they award one for male and female.
Right.
Plus, there's some, I don't want to say second-class awards, but there's other scholarship money involved.
Sure.
So, again, congratulations for Bailey and the rest of the gang there.
That's right.
And now going on to some of the local stuff here to Troy recreation tournament teams. And, man, we have a good bit.
Yeah, there's a lot. This
to
brings
go
back
over,
a lot of memories. Both your son and my son both went all the way through this rec ball playing all-stars every year. And you know, Nate Bracestead sat back there. You know what, Nate? Nate was on that pitching machine World Series team that we won that y'all didn't win.
Yeah,
you know?
well, we had the chicken flu.
Whatever. We got the hardware. Ain't that right, Nate?
Unbelievable.
So let's hit a couple of these teams. Some of them have already played. But we're going to recognize all the players on all these teams. But we are going to talk about a couple. I've talked to a couple of the coaches. We're going to start with the first team, the 6U team. Clay Register is the head coach, and he's assisted by Brandon Hill, Jeremy Henderson, and Malachi Gandy. The players on that team are Taylor Bryant, James Dunseth, Ashton Foster, Colt Gandy, Lucas Grant, Banks Henderson, Aiden Hill, Austin Money Jr., Brady Register, Gavin Sanders, Terrell Smith Jr., and Braylon Watley. Now, again, they've already played. I think they played in Luverne. They lost their first game to Enterprise American, 10-7. They ended up winning the second game to Enterprise National, 17-0. So that bats got hot there, but they did lose the championship game, 7-3. Now that team is, I'm sorry, that's the wrong team. That was Chris Ward's team. Anyway, Headland is where the 6U rookie team is headed. They're headed to Headland, so I apologize. Okay. That team that I mentioned was Chris Ward's team. He's the head coach of the 7U team. He's assisted by Thomas Hicks, Tyler Best, and Jeremy Kendrick. The 10 players on that team are Tucker Best, John Caldwell, Michael Fraley, Brody Golden, Bryce Hancock, Bryson Hardman, Baylor Hicks, Bennett Horn, Jackson Jones, Caleb Kendrick, Kason Lewis, and Hudson Ward. And again, those scores that I gave, they split with Enterprise. They are finished runner-up, and they are going to Oxford to finish and to play. The next team we got is the where are we at? 8U, coached by our buddy Adam Brookins. He's assisted by Scott Ross, Trey Holton, and Rick Cochran. Players are Zane Brookins, Coggins Brown, Cole Cleveland, Elliot Cochran, Jalen Copeland, Ethan Ernsberger, Alex Gutierrez, Noah Holton, Barrett Powell, Parker Precise, Judson Ross, and Trace Russell. And the next team we're going to talk about is the 9U team, and that's Brett Sykes. He's coached that team. He's assisted with Keith Jeffcoat and Todd Duncan. Those players are on the team are Drew Blankenship, Alex Deloney, Finn Duncan, Kenton Frost, Tucker Jeffcoat, Easton Knight, Kyron Martin, Eli Sykes, Reagan Suddeth, Santiago Valencia. That's a good one. I like that one. Yeah.
like that.
And Graydon Wilson. Now they have played also. They played here at Troy.
Okay.
And they ended up winning their district tournament. They beat Enterprise, best 2 out of 3 series, and they are also moving on to go to Oxford. I believe he said June 24th is when they start. And you know he had a couple of standout names. One of them was a Tucker Jeffcoat. He came in a game and pitched and threw 3 or 4 scoreless innings. And you know as well as I do, Wally, at 9U how important pitching is. And he put Tucker in, and Tucker was able to control the game, and he didn't have to throw any more pitching, which that then saved Kenton Frost for the championship game. And then he then threw a complete game in the championship game. Complete game at 9U.
And 9U, I think that's going to be our Marco's
Is that pizza
one
worthy?
topping pizza
Well,
of the
there
week.
you go.
Well, there he is, Mr. Frost.
There you go.
And we'll get up with your mommy and daddy and tell you how to get that pizza. And we're up against a hard break. We'll come back and talk about Mr. Frost right after this commercial break.
Yeah, man, need some help, man. I watched Point Break last night. Well, Patrick Swayze. What happened? Here comes the lifeguard.
Same guys yesterday. You already wrecked my kayak and got an insurance.
Are you okay? Man, I think I pulled my leg muscle. You're going to have to go to Health Action to get that worked out with physical therapy. Give them a call, 670-5435. Health Action's in front of Hook's Barbecue. Man, I hope you're okay. I hope so. What in the world, Wally? What is that? Oh, Dale, I done hit this buck down the road, buddy. Where's your truck? Oh, I totaled it. What about the insurance? I don't think I got a lick of insurance. My gosh, if you got Crease Insurance, we're covered. We'll have to go there. Your truck a wreck? It's totaled. We're going to have to go to All-Star Collision to get it fixed. Come on, put the deer in.
Let's see, Mr. Mike. Man, is Mr. Crease in? Wally has hit a deer, and he's got insurance with Crease Agency. Mike!
Wally, what happened?
Wally's hit a deer, man.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. Can you mount this thing?
Well, I mounted the one I killed. I guess we'll mount yours
We're
too.
gonna
But first, we're going to fix your truck.
That
Good
sounds
deal.
good.
Call the Crease Agency for all your insurance needs.
Oh, man.
Wally, what are you doing at the UPS store?
My printer is jammed, man. I got to do 2,000 copies for the Penske file.
Well, why even worry with that little bitty printer and print one at a time, man? You're going to run out of ink. Look, UPS store does mass printing. They can print 2,000 or 3,000 copies. Cheap, fast, and efficient. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, why even mess with it? Come to the UPS store on Brothers Street. UPS store, all your printing needs.
Breaker 19, I see some smokies up here on 231.
Wally, what are you doing up in that big rig at Tyler Transport?
Oh, baby, I'm driving for Tyler Transport, brother.
Wally, you got to have a special CDL license to drive these big rigs, man.
Sure.
I know, but if you do get your special CDL license, you need to go see them at Tyler Transport. Hey, they offer special benefits packages, competitive pay, you're home on the weekends, and also they got those new glide packages on those rides. Give them a call, 566-7474.
Here I come,
Get out
baby.
there. Good gravy. Wally, what are you doing at Roadmart on 231 in Troy, man? What are you doing with that tire?
Oh, dear, I'm going to put some 25s on this bad boy.
Oh, Lord, 25?
Yeah.
They even make 25? Hey, they can do specialty rims at Roadmart here in Troy, Alabama. Hey, they also do brake work. They can change your oil, anything under the hood here at Roadmart on 231. And they can even get Wally some 25s for his rim. 566-3413, Roadmart on 231. Wally, what you got there?
Hey, man, I'm fishing for sharks, dude.
Hey, pump
We're going to get it next time.
Man, I got a big party coming on tonight. Man, I got girls coming everywhere. Hey,
What are you doing up here at Southern Grill and Patio, man, with all you girls?
Getting a big green egg, man. Only place in Florida's got them.
You having a big party, I heard you
Oh,
say?
yeah, got girls coming and
Well,
everything.
you need to get all this deck furniture. They got the big green eggs, the medium green eggs, the little green eggs, everything for a big party on a deck. They got the wood thing. Hey, you got pellet grills, gas grills, anything you need. Southern Grill and Patio on North 3 Notch in Troy.
That's 38 special.
No. Close. Right era.
Air supply.
Oreo Speedwagon.
Oreo Speedway.
Oreo Speedwagon. That's a great song right there.
I like the Oreo Speedway.
I did too. I did too. I enjoyed there. They were good
That was
back in the day.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, we're still talking about tournament teams in Troy,
We got a lot
Alabama.
to go.
Got a lot to go. We're up to the 10U. Todd Copeland's the head coach. Will Sanders and Henry Gutierrez will be the assistant coaches. Players include Porter Beasley, Ryan Copeland, Daniel Dorrell, Tyron Flowers, Tony Brandon Golden, Jordan Green, Andrew Gutierrez, Grayson Hadaway, Cope Russell, Connor Sanders, Walter Smelker, and J.D. Bone. 11U, David Adams, head coach. By assistant coach is Chris Lowry. I think that's my brother. And Shane Gerke. Players include Dutch Adams, Leighton Bergens, Jeremy Burney, Easton Faircloth, Layden Flowers, Jackson Gerke, Ty Hughes, Parker Nick, Asa Lowry, Carlos Valsina, and Valencia, and Dylan Westbrook. And 12U head coach Dax Pugh, good buddy of ours. Tommy Stewart and Brad Garrett are the coaches. Players include Benjamin Cochran, Charlie Fountain, Cole Garrett, Rich Hicks, Clayton Johnson, Cooper Johnson, Owen Pugh, Braden Shirley, Kellen Stewart, Tucker Bones, Stevens Witter, yes sir, and Damian Williams.
That is a good team right there.
Yes sir. And then Dixie Boys head coach Brian McClendon, assistant coach Rick Braystead and Bobby Templin, Jack Baggett, Wes Braystead, Wilson Cotton, Ian Herbert, Wilson Jones, Keneal Lewis, Jordan McBride, Tyler McClendon, Wes Templin, Pruitt Bone, and Chase Basnesian, and are the players for that team. What about softball?
Softball, they got softball also. You got the Troy Sweeties. Coaches are for the Troy Sweeties are Whitney Brown and assisted with Tom Smith, Anthony Dixon, and Gregory Barnett. Players are Scarlett Barnett, Catherine Barron, Sarah Brown Chandler Cole, Claire Dixon, Ariel Holland Williams, Peyton Jones, Brookley Kilpatrick, Charlie McDowell, Isabella Newgard, Zelaya Reynolds, and Andy Smith. Then the Troy Darlings, head coach Brent Rhodes, and assistant coach Matt Raytie, Charles Jordan, and Michael Slay. Players are Kaylee Brown, Michaela Franklin, Kinley Jordan, Rayleigh Nick, Charity Rose McClure, Paisley Raytie, Ella Rhodes, Skylie Sharp, Emmeline Slay, Ava Smelker, Jody Stevens, and Mary Beth Stevens. The Troy Dixie Angels, their head coach, Josh Matthews, and assisted by Matt Brown and Steve Straub. Players will include Mary Brown, Paloma Kane, Lexi Chandler, Leah Dixon, Morgan Gardner, Madison Matthews, Rylan Mitchell, Emma Moultrie, Madison Nelson, Adeline Reeves, Charlie Kate Smith, and Abigail Stroud. The Troy Ponytails, coached by Anthony Dixon and assisted by Jennifer Turner and Runt Stone, include players of Janasia Cantlow, Kaylee Compton, Beth Dixon, Alyssa Forehand, Haley Griffin, Kinsley Kilpatrick, Catherine Lee, Camille Lewis, Addison Richburg, Bailey Starling, Holly Stevens, and Savannah Turner. Then the Troy Bells, head coached by, there he is, Scott Reeder.
Scott Reeder, legendary.
Legendary. And his assistant coach are Clay Barron and, oh my Lord, Neil Armstrong. Boy, Scott was really searching for,
this team's gonna tank.
It is going to be coaching.
What was David Dickey thinking when they got this together?
Players are Madison Allen, Morgan Allen, Addison Armstrong, Abigail Barron, Sierra Chandler, Alyssa Hershey, J.C. Rushing, Alyssa Sellers, LaKayla Sellers, Tara Walker, Mary Hayden West, and Kylan Wilkerson. And again, I know a little bit about Scott. You know, Scott doesn't have a kid on the team, and he's out there coaching, doing. I mean, he loves softball. He loves the Troy Rec Department softball, and he's given up his personal time. So that speaks a lot about him. But Scott, he should have chose a better staff than Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, and Clay. No, I've known Clay all my life too, man. And we call Scott Ned. Ned has been a loyal employee for Troy Cable for years and years and years, and a good guy. So we wish all those teams well. And I know a lot of names we had to read, but we are up against our last break, so we're going to take a short commercial break, and then we'll come back. We're going to try to finish up some of these high-paying coaching salaries. You got some questions I want to answer, ask my man James about some of these salaries when we come right back.
I'm out here at Firehouse Subs in Troy, and I ordered me a sandwich on my app. Best sandwiches in town, Firehouse Subs, Troy, Alabama. Wally, what are you doing? What are you doing up here at Firehouse?
Neil, they said for a fireman get free subs, man.
They don't get free subs. Firemen get discounts.
Oh, discounts.
But they know you're not a fireman.
Yeah.
Come on, I ordered on my app. It was super easy. I'll pay for yours. Come on in. What are you doing with the hose? What are you doing with the hose? So nice. Welcome to Firehouse in Troy. Come see them. Best subs in town. What are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital Pet Resort?
I'm about to circumcise this dog.
Man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with the spayed and neuter process. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort. Hey, what's going on today?
Mr. Neal, do you know this guy? He comes here every day for breakfast and lunch.
This guy over here?
Yes.
Unfortunately, I do know him.
Man, look at the size of this chicken right here, man.
Oh my God, Wally, how many days in a row have you eaten here?
Every day, bro.
Come out to the Pig Cafe, Monday through Friday, breakfast and lunch. The biggest cat head biscuits for breakfast and the crispiest fried chicken for lunch. Come out to the Pig Cafe.
Sweet Grace, unbelievable.
Mr. Neal, is this the guy that does the sports show with you?
Oh no, yes it is.
He was in last week and bought all my Sweet Grace, and now he's back again.
Wally, you got enough sweet. He's got enough Sweet Grace at home. Put that stuff back.
Man, it's
boy.
good stuff, man.
Please come to Glow on the square, shop local. Come and get you some Sweet Grace before Wally gets it all. Jason, how you doing, man?
Neil.
Wally, what are you doing at Jones Medical Supply?
I can't sleep at night, man. I had to come see Jason.
Well, if your sleep doctor said you needed a CPAP, you came to the right place. Jason Jones at Jones Medical Supply will fix you up. Does that thing fit right?
Yeah.
Good deal. This is like the Snuffleupagus. Give Jason Jones a call. Jones Medical Supply, 566-1002.
Well, hey there, Mr. Wally. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good. How'd you get in here?
I better not tell you.
Uh-oh.
They don't even open till 4.
Well, I'm waiting to hear Mr. Winnie Traver play, and I'm going to give him one of these bad boy steaks that they won an award for.
Best steak in the States. Also, the best catfish awards a couple years in a row. Hey, my personal favorite is the fried shrimp and the cheese grits. Also, not mentioning the cheese biscuits that come out before the meal. You're going to love that.
I know.
And a little live music, like you said, Mr. Lenny Traver, you can't beat it down at the old barn in Goshen, Alabama. Come see them.
Come see.
That's Motley Crue. Who's that? Motley Crue. I'm not gonna miss Motley Crue.
I was going to try to stump you. I was hoping it was going to be like
I mean, you can go all
Guns
the
N'
way.
Roses.
They have their
or-
no. They have their own sound. I mean, the Motley Crue had their own sound. They were
Oh my
different.
goodness, man!
They
Did
were
you
different.
hear him sing the other night?
No, I don't.
It was horrible. He
They're-
can't. He can't sing.
At some point in time, people need to realize they need to stop doing it.
Yes, Vince Neil, God bless him. He just can't do it like he used to.
No.
Can't do it. Well, hey, before we talk about these salaries, I did want to mention something. Troy University's baseball program, I got to mention this. Garrett Gaines, his pitcher, was named to the Collegiate Baseball Freshman All-American team announced Wednesday. Gaines is a right-handed thrower from Cairo, Georgia, or Cairo, is whatever part of
Depends on
Georgia
where you are.
where you are.
That's right.
He finished the season 9-5 with a 4.66 ERA with 83 strikeouts, 36 walks, and in 83 innings. He was named also Sun Belt Freshman of the Year.
That's
Man,
impressive.
that's incredible.
One more thing about Troy. Matt Hancock, his pitching coach, has accepted an offer to go and coach in the San Diego Padres minor league division. So he is leaving Troy University.
He's leaving
so
Troy.
Coach Smart's going to be looking for a new pitching coach. But Matt did a great job. His kid's on one of those teams. I don't remember which one. Bryce, great kid, great family. We're going to miss the Hancocks here in Troy. But thank you for what you did here, Matt. And wish you the best of luck to San Diego Padre organization.
Oh, so he's going to be a head coach or just a?
I think just a pitching coach position is what I remember. Yes.
Unbelievable. That's good. Sad for us, but I know it's good for his family.
Right.
Okay, now let's talk about some SEC coaching salaries.
Okay.
Now, let me tell you something. This has always been I don't want to say a jab at Auburn. I mean, because it's always something funny Alabama fans always talk about. But let me tell you something. Nick Saban, $11,132,000 a year. Now let me ask you this: is he worth it, and should he be paid that type of salary? I just want to know off the top of your head.
I mean, he's earned it, in my opinion. I mean, we talked about that earlier, that marketing and revenue dollars drive this stuff. And, I mean, he's no doubt, he's bringing money to Alabama and winning national championships and elevating that program. I mean, they are what people want to be right now in college football.
Exactly.
So, I mean, whether he's worth $11 million, I can't say that, but he's earning that money that they're giving him.
Well, Jimbo Fisher's right behind him at $7 million.
Okay.
So you're looking, $4 million difference?
Yeah. But that's some deep pockets in Texas.
That's deep pockets in Texas.
Yeah.
Texas.
He has not proven yet that he's going to be able to do nowhere near what Saban's done.
No, exactly. But let's go to the very bottom of the barrel. Barry Odom in Missouri.
Okay.
He's only making $2 million.
That's probably right for Missouri. I would say that'd be right for Missouri.
Good gracious. But you wonder, look at on the board there, what if Barry Odom was making $11 million?
Missouri be winning a lot more. They better be.
But does it really, really matter? I mean, Auburn, I know we don't have Brian Hardman's in there.
We also need to correct Jeremy Pruitt. He ain't at Tennessee.
He's not at
That's
Tennessee
Josh Heupel.
again.
And he's actually making $4 million a year.
Yeah.
Josh Heupel is. I was going to set you up on that, but you didn't give me an opportunity.
I didn't give you an opportunity. And a lot of this has changed, and it's something we talked about during break is that really don't include, their bonuses, incentives and all that stuff.
I mean, I don't even tell how much money Aflac's paying Saban or Ford's paying all these coaches.
Did I hear something? Maybe Neal and I talked about one time. They were paying him like $6 million
It's
for
possible,
Aflac.
man. I mean, again, the marketing people and the advertisers are going to put their money where the visibility is at, and he is the face of college football, so he is going to be the what everybody's trying to attach to, because that's the return on investment. It's what they're looking for.
Okay. So, all right. Well, I know we just got a couple minutes left, but I got to talk just a little bit about some baseball, just for you, since I love you that much.
Now. I'll talk baseball.
Let's go National League. I'm going to tell you who is first in the East, Central, and West. First in the East is the Mets. They're 30-24. Braves are third, 29-31. Central, Milwaukee. They're tied with my Cubbies, 35-27. And in the West, San Francisco and your L.A. Dodgers are second, 37-25.
Can I throw you some numbers out there?
Yeah.
Because the win percentage for the San Francisco Giants and the LA Dodgers are over 600, and your Cubbies, by the way, are sitting just barely above 550. So let's.
Oh my goodness!
Central's not very good.
Oh, I know. Well, in the American League, the East, Tampa 39-24, Central, White Sox 38-24, West, Athletics are 37-27, man. Wow.
I mean, Tampa Bay and Boston and the White Sox are looking pretty strong in the American League.
Well,
everything changes once the All-Star break comes.
Unbelievable. Well, listen, folks, thank you for joining in. And, Neal, I hope you have a great time in Miami, and we'll see you next week on Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. Thank you again.